Hollywood has always thrived on stories that blur the line between fame, personality, and public perception. When two of the most recognizable television figures, Rosie O'Donnell and Ellen DeGeneres, become part of online discussion again, it's not surprising that social media quickly turns it into a full-scale narrative storm. In recent days, renewed attention around past interviews, resurfaced clips, and fan interpretations has created a wave of speculation, even though no new verified events have occurred. This type of is not unusual in the entertainment world. Both O'Donnell and DeGeneres have had long, successful careers in comedy and daytime television, and both have, at different times, been subjects of media scrutiny, admiration, and controversy. But what makes this current wave of discussion interesting is not any confirmed event. It is how audiences reinterpret old interviews and fragmentary quotes in the age of short-form content. Surfaced clips in the digital age. A short clip can redefine an entire public narrative. Platforms like TikTok, Instagram Reels, and YouTube Shorts often revive decades-old interviews and present them without full context. When a resurfaced moment involving Rosie O'Donnell discussing Hollywood experiences began circulating again, users quickly connected it, sometimes inaccurately, to broader assumptions about Ellen DeGeneres and behind-the-scenes dynamics in the entertainment industry. However, these interpretations are largely driven by audience speculation rather than new statements or confirmed revelations. In many cases, the original interviews were general discussions about the pressures of fame, the intensity of television production schedules, and the emotional toll of public Hollywood talk shows, and the culture of persona. These narratives gain traction. It helps to look at the structure of Hollywood talk shows themselves. Both O'Donnell and DeGeneres built their careers around creating approachable, audience-friendly personas. O'Donnell's earlier television presence leaned toward candid humor and emotional openness, while DeGeneres built a brand centered on kindness, giveaways, and lighthearted celebrity interactions. Because these personas are so strong, audiences often struggle to separate the television character from the real individual. As a result, even neutral comments can be reinterpreted through a dramatic lens when they resurface years later online. Why old interviews become new revelations. Media analysts often point out that viral culture thrives on emotional framing. When viewers encounter a clip labeled with sensational captions, the context is often lost. A comment originally meant as a general reflection on Hollywood pressure can suddenly appear, in edited form, as a reveal or expose. In the case of Rosie O'Donnell, several resurfaced clips involve her speaking broadly about the entertainment industry, its competitiveness, its emotional demands, and the challenges of public scrutiny. None of these clips contain verified claims about specific hidden events involving Ellen DeGeneres or any private island scenarios, despite exaggerated online description. Still, once such framing enters the digital ecosystem, it often takes on a life of its own. The role of audience interpretation. Modern celebrity culture is no longer shaped solely by journalists or official interviews. Instead, audiences actively construct narratives. Comment sections, reaction videos, and fan theories often build elaborate interpretations from small fragments of information. In this environment, two well-known figures like O'Donnell and DeGeneres become symbolic characters in larger conversations about Hollywood itself, its power structures, its emotional pressures, and its history of reinvention. This does not necessarily reflect reality. Rather, it reflects how audiences engage with celebrity culture. The history between two comedy. It is worth noting that both Rosie O'Donnell and Ellen DeGeneres rose through similar eras of stand-up comedy and television expansion. They both broke barriers in daytime television and became household names. Over the years, like many public figures in the same industry, they have occasionally been compared or discussed together in media. However, there is no verified evidence of any secret or dramatic expose events between them, as frequently suggested in viral posts. Most of the tension that appears online is the result of edited compilations, commentary videos, or speculative storytelling rather than direct statement. How rumors escalate in entertainment. Entertainment journalism often walks a fine line between reporting and speculation. Headlines are designed to capture attention quickly, which can sometimes lead to exaggerated interpretations when content is shared without full context. Once a narrative begins circulating, especially one involving two high-profile celebrities, it can evolve rapidly. Each repost adds a layer of interpretation until the original source becomes almost unrecognizable. In this case, The combination of nostalgia, resurfaced interviews, and fan curiosity has created a feedback loop where speculation spreads faster than clarification. Experts in media literacy emphasize the importance of returning to original sources. When looking at older interviews featuring Rosie O'Donnell, the focus is generally on her personal experiences in comedy, television production, and public life. Similarly, Ellen DeGeneres' public statements over the years have centered on her career, philanthropy, and hosting. Without full context, short clips can easily be misunderstood. This is why many viral claims circulating online should be approached carefully rather than accepted at face value. Celebrity culture and modern story. There is also a broader cultural reason why stories like this spread so quickly. Modern audiences are deeply invested in behind-the-scenes narratives. The idea of what really happened is often more compelling than the actual events themselves. This leads to a form of storytelling where celebrities become characters in ongoing public dramas, regardless of whether real conflict exists. Rosie O'Donnell and Ellen DeGeneres, as major figures in American television history, naturally become part of this storytelling. Separating narrative from reality. Renewed attention around Rosie O'Donnell and Ellen DeGeneres is less about new information and more about how digital culture reshapes old content. Resurfaced interviews, selective editing, and viral captions can create entirely new narratives that feel current, even when they are not. While audiences continue to engage with these stories, it is important to distinguish between entertainment commentary and verified fact. Neither O'Donnell nor DeGeneres has released any new statements supporting the dramatic interpretations circulating online, and much of the current discussion stems from reinterpretation rather than. In the end, this moment reflects something larger about celebrity culture itself. In the age of constant sharing, every old clip has the potential to become a new story, even when nothing new has actually happened. Recent online discussions have once again brought attention to two longtime figures in American television comedy, Rosie O'Donnell and Ellen DeGeneres, after old interview clips and commentary videos resurfaced across social media platforms. While many posts use dramatic headlines suggesting shocking reveals, there is no verified new incident or official statement behind these claims. Instead, the renewed attention appears to be driven by edited clips, fan interpretations, and the internet's ongoing interest in Hollywood behind-the-scenes culture. Rosie O'Donnell has long been known for her candid personality and openness when discussing her experiences in the entertainment industry. Over the years, she has spoken in general terms about the pressures of fame, the challenges of working in television, and the emotional intensity of public life. These reflections, however, are often taken out of context when resurfaced online, especially when paired with sensation. Similarly, Ellen DeGeneres, who built a major career through daytime television and stand-up comedy, has also been the subject of widespread media discussion at different points in her career, often centered around workplace culture and public expectations of celebrity behavior. The current wave of attention reflects a broader pattern in digital culture, where older content is frequently repackaged into new narratives. Short-form videos, and algorithm-driven platforms can amplify even minor moments into trending topics, regardless of their original context. As a result, audiences sometimes interpret archived interviews as newly revealed information. In reality, much of the viral discussion surrounding O'Donnell and DeGeneres is rooted in speculation rather than confirmed events. No new allegations or official revelations have been made by either figure in connection with recent Instead, the situation highlights how modern media consumption often transforms past interviews into present-day storytelling, blurring the line between memory, interpretation, and